One. Hi, I'm Mark Gallagher.
Hello, I am also Mark Gallagher.
I'm a Chicago-based sommelier, and my dad is a former restaurateur in the Boston area. And today we're going to be talking about techniques for cooking shellfish.
Okay, well, I'll talk about, I think one of the first things is storage. Never store shellfish in an airtight container because they'll smother and die. Also, when you go to use them, if you find sometimes, they're sitting in your refrigerator, and you usually can keep them for about 3 or 4 days, but I wouldn't get much beyond that. Sometimes when they're sitting there, they'll open up a little bit, and what you want to do is just tap the shell, and they should close right up. If they don't, throw it out, it's bad. And on the other hand, after you've cooked them, if you're steaming them, obviously, if a shell does not open, you also want to throw that away because that means it's dead. And when they're dead, that sphincter muscle that doesn't work, which opens and shuts the shell. So the other thing I'm talking about on shellfish, cooking time, you don't want to overcook them. If frying, the clams and mussels, I've been doing like 4 minutes. Frying shrimp or scallops, maybe about 8 minutes. And almost the same time with steaming, except it's reverse. The shrimp and scallops take about 3 to 4 minutes. And the other fish, no timing at all. What you're looking for there is the shells to open. And the minute they open, you stop. Because anytime you overcook these things, it shrivels up and sort of loses its appeal and flavor and brininess.
And you said you have new way of cooking shellfish these days.
Well, in regard to the overcooking thing, one of the things that I learned to do myself, I started was I cooked them a little bit with not a lot of water. Although if I want more stock, for example, with mussels, if I want to make like the Billy Bye soup, I probably want to have a little more stock. Otherwise, just enough to steam them open. Because what I like to do is cool them down at that point. Also, when I'm making a stock, I'll sometimes have some carrot shreds or onions just to give it a little flavor. And with mussels, I would tend to use white wine rather than just water, as I do with steamed clams. Anyhow, let them cool down, and then you shuck them. You're not burning your fingers. You can do it. They're nice and plump, and let them cool down. And then when you want to serve them, what you do is just take either individual plates for the people that you're serving them to, or yourself. Put the shell meats in the bowl you're serving them with. Then take your stock and butter. Now the ratio, 80% butter, 20% stock, or you can go 50-50, or whichever way you want to do it. And heat it up almost to the boiling point, and then just pour it over the shell meats in the bowl. Stir a little bit so that it gets a chance to surround each shellfish piece. And lo and behold, it's warm, it's fresh, and you've got it. You can sit back and enjoy the whole bowl without having to worry about cut fingers or burning your fingers or anything else. It's a nice way to do it. It works pretty well.
Oh, that sounds excellent. So speaking of shellfish, in picking out a wine to go with shellfish dishes, I think it's good to look to regions that are very seafood centric. So the wine I've chosen for today is a Vermentino de Sardinia. And of course, Sardinia is the island off of Italy. And this is their, by far their principal wine grape. It's got a really lovely salinity, smells like sea spray. If you lick it off your fingers, very lemony. And this almost works like a lemon with shellfish. It just brings out the sweetness and sort of cuts through the fat. So cheers to that. And thank you for joining us for our first segment. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, so enjoy your wine.
All right, thank you.